Giant Pyramid on Ceres. Hello, welcome to the Spartacus Random Tuts. I am his reading assistant. Here comes his tuts. Yesterday I woke up and came to my eyes this amazing news on the timeline of social networks. A pyramid was found on the dwarf planet Ceres, by the Dawn probe. The CNET website stated on its headline, NASA spies 3-mile tall pyramid, more bright spots on Ceres. Dwarf planet Ceres gets weirder as NASA's Dawn spacecraft gets closer. And later, as Dawn first made its approach on Ceres earlier this year, it caught sight of large, bright and mysterious reflective spots in a crater on the Big Rock, which is also believed to contain quite a bit of water, ice and/or mud in its interior. Now orbiting at a near altitude of just 2,700 miles, or 4,600 kilometers, those big spots remain a mystery. The leading guess is still reflective patches of ice or salts, but Dawn is also beginning to pick out other bright spots and an odd pyramid-shaped peak that NASA estimates to be 3 miles tall, which would put it higher than any of the Rocky Mountains. The image with the peak was taken on June 6 and released Wednesday, and from the Weather Network website we got more information about it, taken from an altitude of 4,400 kilometers. As Dawn began to circle Ceres on its second mapping orbit, the pixels in this image are 140 meters on a side. At that scale, this pyramid is 18 kilometers across. Taking a quick estimate of around 28 degrees for the angle of the left-hand slope, and figuring the peak to be around 2/3 of the way across the base, that puts the peak of this pyramid at over 6,300 meters high. By comparison, the human-made Great Pyramid of Giza is just 139 meters high. This formation, quite literally, stands out as yet another amazing feature scientists are already puzzling over on Ceres. As the mission continues, and Dawn draws closer to the surface, to 1,450 kilometers for its high-altitude mapping orbit, HAMO, from August 6 to October 15 and then down to 375 kilometers for its low-altitude mapping orbit, LAMO, from December 8 to mission end. The images captured will provide more clues as to the origin of these formations, but will, no doubt, also reveal even more fascinating details about Ceres. But I always cross-check the information. Let's go to the original source of the photo, the NASA Photojournal website. We will download the highest definition possible, sadly still low. Then we will open in Photoshop. Crop the relevant area and we will resize it. To resize it we will use a commercial program used usually for resize home photos, the Perfect Resize 9. Now we will add auto contrast and levels, and later we will colorize to make useful to recognize the features of the pyramid using the tools on this website called colorizephoto.com.
Now see the final result.
I could see an angle near 90 degrees at one of the base sides. The front side, in our view, of the pyramid looks like have its right side buried by the terrain. It's huge in size, and I know that nature does not create that. Who had made it? Not us humans, at least humans from the current civilization. Let's ask NASA that. Dawn examine the pyramid and the bright spots and huge detail passing above it more and more times. Thank you for watching. Don't miss the next Spartacus Random Tuts.